Y'all see it? That guy with these the bums of the bird community, man. We call them ducks. That's why we use that terminology to refer to boxers that, baby, you get your ass off me. Look, they mad now. I'm talking about them. Kick you in your motherfucking head. Got a topic today. Take a little bit of time to speak on this topic that um, a lot of people are celebrating Anthony Joshua's victory over Jake Paul, the mighty Jake Paul. And I'm saying to myself, we are celebrating the fall of one of the best heavyweights we've seen over the last 10 years, Anthony Joshua. He's fallen off at this point. It's at a point where we were once celebrating him being a unified heavyweight champ to now people is happy that he knocked out Jake Paul. And the only thing I see is Jake Paul was finally able to get one of these professionals to stoop down to his level. He was trying to get Canelo and try to get Tank. And he landed Anthony Joshua. You know, and I guess because it's Jake Paul and a lot of people don't like him, we're supposed to be saying that, oh yeah, AJ did something really great. Shit is a circus, man. Heavyweight division has damn near turned into a circus, man. I seen some footage of Anthony Joshua getting some tips from Alexander Usyk, and yeah, I guess it's the, if you can't beat them, join them type situation. And I respect Anthony Joshua when he ran the rematch back with Usyk. I respected him when he ran the rematch back with Andy Ruiz. You know, I respect when athletes, hey, if you lose it, try to get it back. And I don't respect, fighters that run from rematches, controversial decisions, and, ones that's not willing to prove without a shadow of a doubt that you really is a better athlete. So I brought that up because it's like, I respected you for doing these rematches, but you didn't run this rematch back with Daniel Dubois, who had your ass looking stupid in that boxing ring. You didn't want to run it back with Daniel Dubois. You jump in there with Jake Paul, and I don't know if this was fixed or, rigged or whatever. I don't even too much care, man, but the mere fact that you allowed this man to go 6 rounds with you, bro, is even worse. It's even worse. This is a win for Jake Paul. Broken jaw and everything. They say he got a broke jaw, all of that. But this is a win for him. He was able to avoid getting knocked out for 5 rounds and was able to land some shots on Anthony Joshua. And at the end of the fight, Anthony Joshua was out here smiling and acting like he's undisputed or something. No, you humiliated yourself, man. You humiliated the heavyweight division, that you allowed this influencer to even look like he can hang with you for a few rounds. You should have got rid of this fool in 20 seconds or less. But you went 6 freaking rounds with a YouTuber who is trained by Jay Leon Love, man. And people are praising this shit. People are excited and happy that this guy got rid of Jake Paul, quote unquote. What does this shit come to, man? Little Miss Chaos Candy, what's going on? Unbelievable, man, that people was cool with this shit. Eddie Hearn, I respected him for being on some big champ shit. Now, he approves of this sucker shit. I remember when he wasn't even trying to give no energy to this these cross fights, these where you have an influencer versus a boxer and shit like that. Now he's all with it. He is completely with it. And he was standing there smiling and celebrating right there with AJ over the victory over Jake Paul, of all people. And I think they said they're going to put this on BoxRec. Disgusting work, man. This is disgusting work. And once again, this is he got a lot of fanboys too. AJ got a lot of fanboys. And fanboys, this shit stings when you start saying real shit about y'all's favorite people. But let's just keep this shit 100, man. This is nasty work. Okay. You should have, instead of getting in there with Jake Paul, you should have ran the rematch back with Daniel Dubois. Usyk styled on both of y'all. At least you didn't get knocked out by Usyk. Daniel Dubois got knocked out by him. You could have caught him, caught him while he was down. Could have got rid of Daniel Dubois and redeemed yourself. And you would at least got some respect back, because we know you ain't going to get back to heavyweight supremacy again. But at least if you would have got that Daniel Dubois fight and corrected that shit, you would have got some props, man. You would have got some props. Same way we would have gave Tank props. He stayed on some little champ shit, but if you would have ran it back with Isaac Pitbull or Lamont Roach, we would have been at least you handled business with that. What's up, Bruce? Bruce Gas up in here. Raz Cloud, what's up? He said if I was AJ, I'll celebrate too. Hell nah. Yuli X, what's good, bro? Daniel Dubois, to be fair, wasn't in talks for a rematch. No, I'd be trying to run that back. I wouldn't give a damn if it was a rematch clause or not. I'd be like, hey, man, you had me looking hella goofy. I need that fade. I need to run that back. Y'all remember when when Rockman embarrassed the shit out of Lennox Lewis back in the day? I remember the rematch. Woo-wee! One of the most devastating KOs I ever seen. When I talk about revenge, man, that's some revenge right there. That's how you just want to get it back. Even if it wasn't a title on the line. Somebody do you like that, you gotta run it back, fam. It's just some fights you just can't let, you gotta run it back, man. Lennox Lewis like, man, I know I'm better than this fool. That was luck. AJ had Daniel Dubois hurt in the first fight, man. You just got clipped, man. You got too excited. And homie sit you up out of here, homie. Say calm that shit the fuck down. Should have been a rematch promotions, man. But, hey, you took easy road. A lot of these dudes have gone from being on top to taking the easy road. Ask Canelo. But sometimes that shit can backfire on you. Unreal, man. He did that for Mike and knocked that fake out. AJ is past his prime. If it's okay for Floyd to do bullshit exhibitions, I see nothing wrong with AJ beating that fake Paul up. Well, then retire. AJ should just retire, call it quits. If this is what you're going to do for the rest of your career, go ahead and retire, man, because I'm going to flame you. Real boxing fans are going to flame you, hopefully, because that means we're giving our, professionals passes to do this circus shit. And this is meaningful. Heavyweight division is hurting. Heavyweight division is probably at the worst point it's ever been historically. Shout to what the hell Usyk has been able to do. But the rest of these motherfuckers is on some sucker shit for the most part. It's been a whole lot of marinating and waiting and ducking and dodging. It's weak, man. It's been weak shit going on in the heavyweight division. Now these dudes is fighting YouTubers, man. The former unified heavyweight champ of the world, two-time unified heavyweight champ of the world, is now being celebrated for beating YouTubers, man. What the fuck? Uliak say, let's be 100. No one has been respecting AJ for years, especially in America. But when there's an MMA fighter or influencer they want out of boxing, they call AJ. You know, Tommy Fury had already beat Jake Paul, so I don't understand what the hell we talking about with this trying to get somebody to get Jake Paul out here. It ain't like this motherfucker just like he proved to us that he can't be beat or something. I don't get it. Right, Rasclot. That's all I'm saying. You gotta run that shit back, man. Had AJ looking hella goofy, man. These ain't no Lennoxes. Hell no. So I mean, when I'm drawn from that kind of cloth, it's like I can't applaud shit like this, man. I can't. Hell no, man. Muhammad Ali gotta be rolling over in his grave at this point, man. Looking at this discussion shit going on. And you gonna pivot from Jake Paul to Tyson Fury? That's what we doing? Come on, man. Rasclov say Fury and AJ both passed their prime. Who cares who wins? Yeah, I mean, but that's better than what the fuck AJ doing right now. You know, this is disgusting, bro. And the excitement. It's almost like AJ done got to a point where being a world champ is no longer the end game for him. You know, becoming world champ again. It's just more of like, I need y'all to just like me, man, for anything. Just, okay, so if I knock out Jake Paul, then that'll raise my clout back up. No, run it back with Daniel Dubois. Get it back, you know what I'm saying? In blood, homie. Knock his ass out. And then, see what I'm saying? Like, you went from being on the big platform with Riyadh season, Turk, you know, you got your ass knocked out, to now you want to jump over there on Netflix and now you think you king again. Hell no, you're not king. Have several seats, bro. Should be weak, bro. You got to go to a whole nother platform for them to, you know, try to fix it up like you done something, like you some. No, man, you're not that. Usyk is the king of heavyweight division. That's why you getting tips for Usyk now. You know. And you still look like dog shit to me, man. Like, I'm like, this better be fixed. The way you in there fighting. The way you acting like you can't let your hands go with Jake Paul. The way you act like you can't cut the ring off on Jake Paul. This better be fixed. She was weak, bro. WBC show, the titles are just about payday, say UliX. For them, yeah. Question, what boxes today will turn down a Jake Paul payday? Somebody with morals and principles, man. Standards. Somebody who got standards and really not just, you know, do anything for the dollars. You know. Somebody who realized that, you know, hey, man, put in your own work, man. Put your work in first, man. Go up the rankings the right way. You know. Prove that you deserve to be considered somebody who's ranked in the top 15 and deserve to fight guys like a AJ or guys like a Tank or whoever is a big name in the sport. Motherfuckers is just allowing them to get free passes to the champs and shit, like, or former champs. It's like, what are we doing, man? But once again, you know, goofy shit like this, you know, then when the WBC is sanctioning this goofy shit, you know, it's crickets. But this is the shit y'all want to defend. I'm asking though, what heavyweight is going to turn down that payday? None of these boxers are going to keep it real about Jake Paul, because I don't think Usyk would take that fight. I don't think Usyk is going to stoop down that low, man. You know, what the fuck is a Jake Paul? He don't need no goddamn, you know, that's when you know, desperate. That's desperate shit to me. You know, you take Jake Paul fight when you desperate. That's why I understood Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silvas and them type of guys. Like, man, them dudes gotta take them type of fights, man. AJ is too rich, bro. He has had too much of a great, you know, heavyweight legacy that in the past to where This shit should not even be in your on your radar at all. You feel me? At all. What up, actual? They ain't no one passing up 30 to 50 mil. Most in boxing fight tune them nowadays. But they can get that kind of bread with Turk in a real fight. But if you want to be on some little champ shit, yeah, you can jump over Netflix with Jake Paul, MVP. You know, you got these guys like Fernando Vargas' sons fighting like regular influencers and shit. So, yeah, you got to go over there for that weak ass shit. Also on that card, man, before I go, I did see Alicia Baumgartner on that card. She looked pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. For her to go to 12 rounds, 3 minutes, she didn't look half bad. Um, Although it's the same gear every round. She don't know how to turn it up and get rid of the, she was piecing her opponent up, but turn it up. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up. Get rid of your opponent. Stop. Get the stoppage. You got all of this damn time now to break these chicks down, and you was bragging about how, like, if I had more time, I would definitely be knocking these girls out. Well, you didn't do that. And your first fight, first 12 round, 3 minute fight, you dropped the WBC to get this opportunity so we could see these knockouts, and we still didn't see it. I'm not saying you look trash, because I'm a realist now. You look decent, but it's the same motor. I don't see you hanging with chicks that can go to another, that got a different engine, like a Serrano. Even Katie Taylor, big head ass, will whoop your ass, man. What you call it? Damn, what's homegirl name? I can't think of her name right now. The one that beat Katie Taylor. But yeah, man, I see quite a few females whooping Alicia Baumgartner, and I would love to see her fight. What's the Carolina Dubois? I would love to see that fight. It's that whole. I think Alicia Baumgartner is gonna do that whole. You got to do more or fight this person, this kind of thing. No, I want to see you fight Carolina Dubois. Carolina Dubois gonna be in your breast, your chest, family. She is gonna definitely test you, and she might walk into some shit. You might get the KO in that fight. I don't know who's gonna win that fight, but I want to see it. No disrespect, but you done fought like 4 white chicks in a row, Alicia Baumgartner. But you talking shit all to these black girls. So fight one of them. That's the shit I don't like. When somebody could be, yeah, woo, popping it, talking all this shit about one group, and then you fighting somebody else. All right, no more fighting these Canadians and Ukrainians and Czechoslovakians. Let's go fight some of these Phillies, and let's fight. You know what I mean? Fight some of these UK. Even though Carolina Dubois from the UK, but she's a sister. God damn it, fight a sister for a change. Tired of her seeing her talk shit to the sisters, but don't never scrap with them. So yeah, calm that goofy shit down. But she look half decent. Not gonna flame her. She gets a B, probably like a solid B, D minus, given the circumstances of her going 12 rounds, 3 minutes, 3-minute rounds, and she was damaging her opponent, but she does fade though. If she gets somebody who's definitely a lot more skillful than her opponent and has a gas tank, somebody who was, a little bit quicker than this lady, because the lady she was fighting to, she made no adjustments and she was pretty slow. But yeah, Alicia, I don't mean to just say, Alicia gets an A+ at the weigh-in. Shout out to Ross Clyde. Andrew Tate was horrible. I didn't see that fight. Andrew Tate. Is Carolina Dubois slow mentally like Daniel? I don't think so. Daniel Dubois seemed like he's a slow one in the family. Chantel Cameron, thank you, Yuli. I was trying to think of her name. Chantel, yeah. Chantel will beat the shit out of Alicia Baumgartner. I put money on that shit. He said AB wanted to bring back PT Brown. She was an undefeated bum. Yeah, I got Chantel whooping a lot of these girls. That's the boogeyman in women's boxing though. Around the welterweight division. Right around that, none of them top name chicks want to smoke with Chantel. I've been watching, man. I'm like, okay, yeah, y'all ducking her. Katie Taylor had a headbutt her way to a victory against her, and the refs was Team Katie. for sure out there in Ireland. So, you know, they did the Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn pulled out the Ireland special. You know, Derek James fighters fight in a straight line, no angles, shanking my head, no side to side movement, nothing. Yeah, man. And a lot of his fighters have left because we seen where that style has got them. L's. And I think Licious is coming soon. I mean, unless she keep fighting these slow Canadians or whatever she keep fighting. I really wish she would step her competition up. But I think Jake and them gonna protect her. They're gonna get somebody who's a bit of a test, but not somebody who really gonna dog her. You know, not somebody that's gonna meet her dog and go toe to toe with her. And somebody who's a real deal. You know, they're gonna have to be a real bag for her to get in there with somebody for real. But yeah, man, I just wanted to show up and flame AJ and Eddie Hearn, man. Y'all some clowns, bro. That's just my humble opinion. I know a lot of people gonna still defend AJ just to shit on Jake Paul, and and that's what a lot of times people do. When they don't like somebody, they'll side with the person still doing some fuck shit. Like a lot of people didn't like Devin Haney, so people just sided with Ryan because they don't like Devin, even though Ryan doing some fuck shit. AJ, you ain't on no big champ shit. You on some little champ shit, man. You don't want to run the rematch back with Daniel Dubois, so you skip that shit. And you think you're going to jump in there with Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury going to whoop your motherfucking ass, man. I got Tyson Fury coming off the fucking couch with the damn love handles, the flabby meat, flabby hips and all that shit, man. Whooping AJ, because you're not taking this shit serious, man. You're not invested, I'm telling y'all now. You can be mad now, but have that same energy later, because I'm going to be right. I'm telling you. When a motherfucker like AJ is not invested and you playing with it, you get your motherfucking ass whooped. Remember when Errol Spence wasn't all the way 100% in it and he thought he could play around? Yeah, he got his motherfucking ass whooped, man. You can't keep playing around. Tank thought shit was sweet. He got in there with Lamont Roach. He was getting his ass whooped. Motherfucker had to take do the Kaepernick shit. Can't play boxing, man. You out here celebrating, breaking YouTubers' jaws, man. Have several fucking seats, man. This is nasty work, bro. So yeah, flame and shame to AJ for celebrating some shit that you don't need to be celebrating, man. She just got your check and said that, I don't even know what the fuck he said, because I was so disgusted by the event. Like I said before, when the bell rung, AJ was already flame and shame for me. As soon as the bell rung. Because I didn't think the fight was gonna happen. I was like, there's no fucking way AJ is fighting Jake Paul. And when the bell rung, I was like, oh my gosh. This is insane. And then it went to the 6th round, and I said, this is fucking ludicrous. So, yeah, man. Y'all be ashamed of yourselves celebrating this man. He ain't did shit. He said Derek J is the worst trainer today. I don't think so, dog. I don't think so. You don't get no undisputed and a unified champ from being the worst trainer. But, that style, man, there's a blueprint on how to beat it. There's a blueprint on how to beat that style. Those fighters was not paying Derek, and Derek realized when AJ paid him a bag. Yeah. I don't care who wins. I'm sick of past fighters fighting when it's too late. Brass Cloud, that's how boxing been. Like Spence Crawford, 5 years to be done. Mayweather, 5 years. Kell and Khan, 5 years. Should be crazy. Right. Wilder and AJ still pending. Canelo Benavidez, never gonna happen. The real fights that fans want to see, shit, it'll take you damn near half a decade or never. You feel me? If it don't happen within that half a decade, you forget about it. Before I go, Rascal, I say Derek James fighters all fight the same, which is why they keep losing. So yeah, man. Well, at least she ain't lost yet, but we'll see. Hopefully she get a better opponent. Hopefully somebody that people know, because I don't know none of these hoes she be fighting lately. So we'll see. But I don't know. Jake Paul will get a next opponent. Hopefully it'll be a lesser opponent. I don't think he'll pull from the heavyweight class anymore. I'm pretty sure he wished Gervonta didn't do that domestic violence shit. Then he would have had a better chance. He probably would have went the distance with Tank. Who knows? They all go to Derek to fight that way. At least your niece and OnlyFans, I was streaming for free. Ospreay already got one, man. But AB and Adrian Broner said that Rod game trash. So, shout out to her though. But yeah, like I said, I gave her a B for her performance. I gave AJ a D overall for even jumping in the ring with Jake Paul and allowing this man to go 6 rounds with you. And you was getting pieced up for 2 or 3 of them shits, man. Horrible. Fucking horrible, man. Even if you did it on purpose, you're stupid for that, man. For flavor shame, AJ. For even allowing Jake Paul to land a punch on you. The minute he landed one right hand on you, bro, I said, you know what, that's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's done. You cook, bro. You cook. You know what I mean? That's all we needed to see. One big right hand land. You didn't even need to get rocked. I just seen one big right hand land for Jake Paul. I said, yep, see? Told you. Told you. But yeah, man, that's all I got for this one, man. Y'all take care. Enjoy y'all day. And I'm going to be catching me some football later on. Hopefully my Steelers don't get their ass whooped. We got to play the Lions, so if you're Detroit Lions fans, go to hell till tomorrow. That's all I got. Peace.